Speaking of which, congrats on your.
Thank you, brother.
Bro, that was.
I had to text you.
You got to tell. Yeah, but you got to listen. You got to tell everybody what you just did, because it was impressive to me because of dealing with everything that you're dealing with, obviously, and the running and stuff in itself.
So it was the fourth half marathon that I did.
Yeah.
Second one in a row over in by Cocoa Beach. It's a Space Coast half marathon. And I'll tell you every year, what I'm most proud of during the training process is that I don't stop lifting. Meaning, I don't say, okay, I'm just gonna, because you have to. It's 3 regular runs a week, and then the long run, and then the long run builds up every week, and so I build up to like 15 miles, but I don't stop lifting. Of course, this time I got the herniated disc going on, so there's that, and it's been a bit of a pain in the ass.
And that's what I'm saying. You were struggling just to train, and you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and so I told Christy, I don't want to say I was unmotivated, because I was still doing I would show you my training runs and all that stuff, but I didn't have the excitement. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a bit like a little down.
You don't feel good. Yeah.
I'm getting it done, but it's painful, and so I had told her, like, I'm not gonna worry about my time, because every year I've gotten a better time than the year before. Like, I'm not gonna worry about my time. Like, last year I did 2:03:39. So I said, I'm gonna go with the pacing group that's 2:05. And as long as I don't get worse than that, I'll be fine. So I do that, but then I start noticing that we're kind of ahead of the pace. I can kind of time. I don't wear no watch. I usually I'll take my own time. I didn't care enough to wear my own. But I would see like the main, every couple of miles, like the main clock. And and not everybody starts at the same time, obviously. So I knew I had gone to the starting line like a minute or so after. And I'm seeing what mile I'm on, and I'm seeing the big clock as we go, and I'm like, I feel like I'm ahead a little bit. Then, like I always do, kind of like the last quarter mile, I kind of just book it and I go. When I crossed the finish line, it was like barely getting 2:04. So I'm like, damn, if I was a minute something before, like after, you know what I'm saying? And the main clock is saying 2:04. I'm like, did I just PR this shit?
There you go,
bro. When I go to Christy and she had the app kind of tracking me.
Yeah.
2:02:30. I was so ecstatic, man. I was so because I wasn't expecting it.
Of course. And it's funny, think about it. You don't wear a watch because you're like, I don't care about that. Like, you went in without even a care about that.
I went in with just don't get past, like, don't get longer than the 2:05.
Right.
And the pacer, the young lady who was the pacing leader for the 2:05, I was ahead of her, like sometimes no more than you are right now. If I'm running this way, you're behind me. And I just kept telling myself, don't let her get in front of you. Don't let her get in front. And I can tell you, dude,
Is it because she's a woman?
How dare you say that? How dare you? It's 2019.
Don't let her
bro.
I'm just messing with you.
It's 2019. But even like last year, the pacer was phenomenal. And I put whatever I was listening to last year, and I had to stop it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't talk too much to be annoying, but like, oh, what do you do? Like, while you're running. But before you know it, oh crap, we're in mile 7. Okay.
Right.
Like, she was fantastic because, again, she wasn't talking too much, she wasn't talking too little. This is last year. This year, I didn't pause it not once. I didn't introduce myself to the pacer. For all she knew, I was just some random weird dude just kind of running along her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe Rogan and David Goggins, because I heard that podcast the whole damn run. Okay?
There you go.
But I just told myself, don't let her get, in front of me. But no, man, I felt good because I didn't want to do too bad. Okay. But yeah, as soon as I got my phone, and I got the same reaction every time Christy's there at the finish line, and I'm like, I need a minute. I'm like, I gotta walk and I gotta do my thing.
Yeah.
It usually has like a Gatorade or a Pop-Tart for the carbs or whatever. But as soon as I was physically able, I texted you, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah. I saw the picture. It was great.
Yeah, and I was really
awesome.
pleased with that, man.